We're all really, really excited. It's the Charity Film Awards event, so woo! Drinks to hand, etc. But before the awards themselves at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a little bit of an interview with our star and his family, and also the producer of the film from Red Goat Productions, Michelle. And so we're going to fire some questions around, and so you can learn a little bit more about the film, the people in the film, the people behind the film. So Ethan, I am going to kick off with you. This is Ethan Holloman, who's the star of our little short film that's been entered into the awards. So now, Ethan, has fame gone to your head, do you think?
Oh, well, I don't think so just yet, but I have been really enjoying the stardom.
Have there been any perks at home from being a movie star?
Well, they have to take orders from me now because of how famous I am.
I think that's fair enough, Ethan. I think you've deserved it. And how has Dexter, your dog, how's he enjoying the stardom?
He has been loving all of the extra attention. He's been loving it.
He's been recognised over the park.
Yeah.
Oh, has he really?
Yeah.
Everyone knows Dexter.
Fantastic. Oh, he's a good boy. He deserves lots of treats, definitely. Right, so Ethan, so tell us a little bit about why you wanted to take part in the film.
Well, we wanted to make this film to spread awareness of MEN2B because I had a very late diagnosis at 12 years old, and it let my cancer spread quite far. And if people get an early diagnosis, it will help save them and let them live a nicer and longer life.
Fantastic. And I think you're definitely doing that, Ethan, because so many people now have viewed the film and voted for the film. So I think you know, I think I've said it before, in my eyes it's a winner already, so never mind what everyone thinks it was. So, fantastic job, well done. So Jane and Carl, Ethan's parents, how has Ethan's health been since we filmed in early 2019?
Well, shortly after filming, unfortunately, Ethan's health deteriorated, and unfortunately we found that the cancer had spread to his liver, which was clearly very upsetting at the time, and it also meant that triggered the need for Ethan to start treatment. Unfortunately, it took quite a long time to get that treatment to be approved. It's a long journey, a very frustrating and very worrying time. And it's ultimately, before we even managed to start treatment, it unfortunately also spread to his spine in 3 places. So Ethan had lost a lot of weight and was a very poorly boy by then, and we were very keen to start the treatment. Eventually we were fortunate and got on compassionate grounds a trial drug, and on the 5th of November 2019 Ethan was able to start on this drug. And it has been life-changing for him, thankfully. He has put on an awful lot of weight, which he needed to, definitely. He's nothing fit, mind you. And
taller, isn't he?
He's grown, yeah. He's stronger. His cancer markers have dramatically gone down. His whole team at the Royal Marsden on the drug research team who got him onto this trial are delighted, because the numbers of his cancer marker have come down dramatically, which is a really good sign. And after a couple of scans, we're pleased that his tumours are reducing a little tiny bit at a time, but there's a reduction there. So that's very positive. Every time that he had the scan and has his test, he's been allowed to continue on the treatment. So we're delighted about that. And his health is very much better than it was.
That's great. So pleased to hear that you got that treatment, Ethan, because I know that was a long worrying wait for that, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, fantastic. So these are really weird times at the moment, and you must be in lockdown like the rest of us. So how are you all coping with that?
I've repainted the house.
You're gradually getting there, aren't you? Yeah, we've had a strange time. Ethan wasn't well and he had a temperature, so for 2 weeks the whole household had to isolate. And then before we came out of that, because Ethan's in the extremely high risk category, we were told we'd have to shield you for 12 weeks to shield Ethan. So literally, Ethan isn't allowed out for 12 weeks. Thankfully, we've got the garden, haven't we? So we've been able to enjoy this lovely weather we've been having here. But yeah, life has really changed for all of us. There's 5 of us at home at the moment. One's working from home. The others are basically finding other ways to busy themselves. Like I say, you've been painting, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had to be off work as well.
Yeah, to keep Ethan safe. And I've been decluttering, long overdue.
You've steam cleaned everything.
Yeah, don't sit still too long or you'll be steam cleaned in this house at the moment. And you?
I've been playing a lot of music on my piano, and I've been playing football in the garden and schoolwork and video games.
A lot of video games.
So I've been trying to keep myself
Not much
busy.
schoolwork.
Yes, we always forget that that school is kind of going on, isn't it, behind the scenes? But you know, there's hopefully plenty of fun to be had as well. So that's
yeah.
busy. Very good. You're keeping busy. So, what would you all like to say to the judges this evening about the film and the experience you've had?
Oh, what do you think?
You go first.
Well, I would like to thank them for considering the film. We'd like to think that it was a positive film about a very difficult situation. But and we realised that Ethan's film about MEN2B, clearly it's a rare disease, so it doesn't affect many people in each country, but those that it does affect are very, very affected by it, and an early diagnosis can make such a difference for people. So we'd really like them to consider it for getting the awareness of this out there, just in the hope that it might help another child like Ethan, but get an earlier diagnosis than he did. Yeah, we're very grateful for having the opportunity to
Oh well,
raise awareness like this.
That's right back at you, and fantastic that you put your hand up to be involved. And the set of 3 films that we've got about MEN2B really do show, you know, the need for early diagnosis. So it's fantastic to have those now. And of course, we wouldn't have got very far with those without Michelle Maynard from Red Goat Productions, and she is the producer of all our MEN2B films, including this one. So I wanted to ask a few questions of Michelle as well, actually, which was, so what was your first impression of Ethan and his family?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, it was just such a privilege to meet Ethan and Jane and Carl, and of course Dexter the dog as well. I mean, we'd obviously spoken on the telephone during pre-production, so I kind of had an idea of what we might expect from the family when we arrived, but it kind of exceeded all of our expectations, I have to say that. I mean, they were all fantastic. We arrived at the house and we were welcomed, and everyone was at ease. We just had such a positive day, and we weren't sure in the build up to it whether Ethan was going to take part in an interview. We were kind of feel our way and decide on the day, but on the day he wanted to speak to us, and he did, and he absolutely blew it out of the park. He was fantastic. So much so that we created a second film that Ethan carried himself. So that was just brilliant. And I mean, what else can I say, really? Just fantastic. And the family made our jobs so much easier because you were all brilliant. And, you know, we just couldn't have wished for a better filming day, really. So thank you. It was a busy day with the filming, but nice just to have that downtime to just chat informally and just sort of get to know you on a different level as well. So as I say, we just felt absolutely privileged to be welcomed into your home in the way that we were, and just to be able to create such a powerful couple of films that hopefully has been really productive for AMEND, and also for building awareness in the wider community, because speaking personally, I'd never heard about MEN2B. So I've learned a lot about the condition through the making of this film, and I really, really hope that just doing things like this, it's just going to help improve the situation for so many people.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
did a grand job.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
thank you. I should say as well, we've got a fantastic team at Rego Productions, and you know, whilst I was the producer there on the day, I had the fantastic Declan with me filming, who is just an absolute joy to work with. He's a fantastic cameraman. And of course, Jade, who unfortunately wasn't on the filming day, but she was the editor who put this whole film together. And I have to say that once she produced the film and sent it back to me, I'd done the script, she sent it back to me, and I burst into tears. I was so moved by the film. I mean, it is moving, isn't it?
It's done that to a few people, I think.
Yeah.
People,
Absolutely.
But I wasn't expecting to necessarily get that reaction whilst I was moved on the filming day, because you were all so fantastic. I'd seen all the footage and I'd written the script, and then I didn't see it until Jade had finished it. And when I saw it, I just couldn't help but burst into tears. It's so powerful. And I think the power of the film comes from you guys. It's your story, and the way that you told it was just so genuine and from the heart, and that's what makes these films so special.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, I think all round, just a fantastic effort by everyone, really. So, so what would an award mean to Red Goat Productions?
Well, I mean, it would just be incredible. It would be wonderful for us as professionals in what we do. We're passionate about what we do. We love what we do. So to kind of get that recognition in terms of an award would, of course, be fantastic. But from our point of view, the real winners in this award would be Ethan and his family, and of course you, Joe, and your wonderful charity, and anything that we've been able to do to help support that is just fantastic for us. I think, I have to be honest, I think if it did win tomorrow, if it did win this evening, I think Jade would be a bit disappointed that she can't go running up onto the stage and get the award in her clutches. So we'll just have to settle for you know, just watching it this evening on the live stream. But yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic, isn't it? Just to be in the final is just incredible.
Yeah, done really well.
So amazing.
Absolutely. So Ethan, Jane, Carl, what would a win mean to you as well?
It would be so amazing, so awesome.
Yeah, it would be lovely to win an award. Obviously, we didn't do the film for an award, but it's absolutely wonderful that it's been entered, and that people have so kindly voted it through to the finals. So yeah, we'd happily take an award.
Well, I think, like I said at the start, I think it's already a winner in our eyes. So I'm just going to toast you all. A fantastic job. Thank you for everything you've done for raising awareness for MEN2B. And see you sometime soon when it's
Best
safe.
wishes to everyone.
Hi, I'm Gillie and this is Anne, and we're going to play you a couple of traditional tunes from Scotland and Ireland. And good luck, Ethan, for your film.